our channel. We're just two crazy cousins having conversations about life, love, laughter, loss.
Yeah.
You'll never know what you're going to get.
And neither do we.
And I'm Cort.
I'm Angie B.
Good. Let's talk.
Yeah, let's talk. So what's going on? What's going on?
Well,
other than you got a big exciting thing coming along. Like
I do. I have to get ready because it's coming down to the wire.
Yeah. And it'll be here before you know it.
It is. And so the big thing is I'm taking a big risk, and I am going on a 3-day cruise to the Bahamas on the Trailer Trash Tammy Pontoon Party. Big fan of Chelsea Lynn, also known as Trailer Trash Tammy.
Oh yes, we both are really big fans. Unfortunately, I will not be able to attend that cruise, which I will be in there in every bit of Courtney.
Spirit, you will be there. Spirit.
I will be there in heart.
I have a chance to meet her at a meet and greet with Chelsea Lynn, and I will be giving an honorary titty squeeze in your honor.
Yes, please do. Like, I don't know what it is about. I don't know what it is. Like, boom, bongos.
I think it's more of I look at it from an artistic perspective. Like, a human body is beautiful in all ways.
Well, you've always been that way.
And I don't look at it it's not a sexual thing. It's not a sexual attraction thing. My guilty pleasure is big booties. You got that badonkadonk. I can't help but stare. I just love it. The twerking, if you got a big old butt and you're twerking, I'm just like,
oh, look at that thing. Because I think it's because we don't have one.
Yeah.
Like,
I have nothing.
There's just
that Allen ass.
Right, Allen ass all the way. Just it's all
Allen
back.
Is our lineage,
all back.
Where you come from, the Allens on my dad's side, which is your mom's side, which is how we're cousins. Is my dad is your mom's older brother, of course.
Yep.
He is in heaven and universe and all around us now.
Yep.
So he's our guardian angel.
Yes.
And
sorry about that.
Oh, see?
I forgot to turn it off. I just did.
That's okay. Confirmation. So, yeah.
But
Anywho,
yes,
the Allen characteristic is we all have flat asses.
Yes, and our grandparents are right from the South. We are Northerns because our grandparents moved here from Tennessee back in the 50s, late 50s. So we have Northern roots here, but was raised with Southern values and Southern food.
Yep. Yeah, our ancestors are from the Appalachian area.
Yes.
So we have a lot of
kinfolk in Tennessee.
A lot of kinfolk, yes.
Lots of kinfolk.
It feels like home, even though we're not technically from there. When we go there, it feels like we're coming home.
Yes, I agree. I love it, and which I haven't been there in so long to even, like, we haven't been able to go down and visit family and stuff.
Yeah.
And I loved it. Every moment when we did go down there, and we would be at our great-grandmother's house, which we were very fortunate to have lots of years with our great-grandmother and to know her. And I also learned things from her, like how to make homemade buttermilk biscuits. Nothing was used with the measuring cup. Everything was by the hand and eyeball.
That's my favorite memory of Great Granny was I didn't get to spend as much time with her as you did, but
I moved down there for that short time.
2 weeks. I got to spend 2 weeks there, and that was my main memory of her in that little house and that little kitchen. And she was she was rolling making the biscuits, and she was just always like, "You want some biscuits?"
I did always enjoy listening to the stories. I enjoyed listening to, like, our grandparents, like, talk about their childhood down there.
Yeah.
Like, the things that they went through. Grandma would say, because Grandma was born in Alabama and they moved to Tennessee. Like, she would talk about how they moved and they walked, carrying their belongings from there, how they lived in houses with dirt floors, like, just.
Yeah.
And then she had us try it. Like, she literally had us rough it out in her woods. We were not allowed to come in the house for an entire week.
See, I didn't have to
Right.
partake in that. I was spoiled. I got to,
Yeah. I mean, I don't think she would, like, made us, but it was a good adventure, and definitely something different.
I love it now. I used to hate being outside and getting dirty. I used to cry.
I know.
Getting dirty. And now it's totally opposite now. I don't care. I love to go rustic camping. No
Hold on.
water, no electricity, no showers, no toilets.
That sucked.
I don't know why. I just love it now. Of course, it's
Yeah.
my body.
Yeah, you
I love
definitely
it.
have
My body
changed.
needs it, so.
You definitely changed from the way you were back then to now. Like, now, you were always knowledgeable. It's not like you didn't know how, but I don't know how you were so bad, because you literally would scoop up animals that got ran over by a car.
Yeah, but I had gloves on, so, I wasn't completely gross about it. I still had, proper clean technique, and
I don't know, you were, that was gross, like, because
yeah.
I want to play with it. Like, I want to dissect it.
I dissected roadkill when I
Yes.
was like 10 years old. Yep.
Oh, a Halloween party my mom had for us, and you're, like, playing with the kidney, like, everyone, it's supposed to be passed around. Where is it? Oh, Courtney's got it.
Yes.
Just they're playing with it like it's some, like, one of those balloon worm bubble things that slip through your hand.
Yeah. Yep.
Play with the heart. Oh, I got my fingers through the valves.
Oh, I couldn't wait. Oh, yeah. 6th grade, we dissected a cow's heart. I had my fingers all up in that.
Like,
I loved it.
she's like, here we go, we're going. I never was into all that, though, for sure. Like, definitely was never into any of that stuff.
Well, if you ever have, a gaping hole of a wound that needs to be packed with 6 foot of gauze, I'm your girl.
Well, yeah, as long as you're with me. Like, as long as you're with me. Which we'll have to do some adventures, like, this summer, because the weather's going to be breaking soon, so... Other than your cruise trip doesn't count.
No, that's just a whole selfish me thing, and I'm not even gonna apologize about that.
No,
I'm
God,
going on
no.
this cruise without my husband, without my kids. I am meeting a friend that I had met, a mutual fan of Chelsea Lynn, Trailer Trash Tammy. We met as fans and that's how we ended up going on this cruise. She had invited me to go along, and I'm going to meet her for the very first time.
Have you talked on the phone at all with this person? Or you just been
Yeah.
texting?
Oh, no, we've totally been getting to know each other. We've just never met in person,
Okay.
in real life.
And this is the first for
so-
you. This is the first for you, meeting with somebody stranger. Are you, like, bunking in the same cabin, or?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. But,
Oh, you're brave.
it's
You're
one of those-
brave.
It's a connection that, how you meet someone and you just click right away, and you're like, I've known you my whole life, but I just met you, so.
I don't know. I feel that way with certain people I watch, because I'd watch a lot of, like, reality shows or whatnot. Or, like, when I sit there and watch to them, I almost can, like, relate. And I'm like, oh, my God, I could be friends with you.
That is how it was with her, it was through mutual content for Chelsea Lynn, and so I saw her commenting on something, and I went and looked at her page, and I'm like, she seems cool, I'll follow her, and then just something relatable. Like, I'm like, I feel like I know her. Well, how do I know her? She's so familiar to me. And it's just one of those things. And, you know, the more we talk, the more we find we have in common. Almost like she's like my long-lost twin sister kind of a thing.
Yeah, and it's funny, it's because you don't even have sisters.
No. No, I don't.
The closest to sisters you ever had was your cousins.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe that's why we were so, like, maybe close. We did kind of live close together, and we were close growing up, so.
Lived close together in the same town, you know, always had sleepovers, you know, always had the sleepovers, which is our thing when we would get together. Usually I would always go to your house and spend the night or the weekend, and we would usually scrounge up some change that we would find laying around, or maybe I had some money in my pocket.
And go to the store, and the one thing that we would come home with is a bottle of Coke and some Pringles.
Yeah, we would buy it, and we'd buy one can and one bottle, because that's all we could afford. And then we'd go find a spot to sit and share it.
Right. I mean, we definitely didn't grow up with parents that just.
Sometimes it'd be the three of us, me, you, and Alyssa, your younger sister.
Yep.
And we'd yell at her to quit putting backwash in the Coke bottle. Girl, I know you still do that too. Love you, Alyssa.
Oh God. No, yeah, but those were joyous times. The little, like the 7-Eleven that was down the road from me, where I lived. Courtney lived across the bridge, so we'd, you know, walk over the bridge to get to her house or go to my house, which, like you always said, we always came over our house, and those were fun. God, I wish you could like just.
We'd play Barbie.
Yes.
All hours of the night, we'd be out playing the Barbies.
Yes. And
you know,
listening to you talk and ramp about Axl Rose.
Oh, yeah.
How you dreamt about them.
Yes.
I think you had everything there was about Guns N' Roses back in the day. You had. If they came out with something, you had it.
I had all. My whole bedroom wall was covered with every Guns N' Roses poster. I had the jean jacket with all
the patches, pens, like you did. You had it all.
I was something about, and look, Axl Rose is a redhead, and I fell in love with that man when I was 10 years old, and then I ended up, the love of my life was the redhead.
Right, but had you never moved to the other side of the state, you know, when you went to stay with your dad, like you would have never met him.
Well,
you know, and he's definitely a cool dude. Hee-haw, hee-haw.
That's an inside joke. We'll explain it someday.
Yeah, one day, because whenever we're together, it's hee-haw. But you gotta get into it, like hee-haw, hee-haw.
Yeah.
Gotta feel it.
We were just talking about, before we started recording, since we're talking about growing up together and stuff, a lot of our time was spent at Grandma and Grandpa's house.
Oh yeah.
That's most of our adventures happened at Grandma and Grandpa's house.
Especially because that's where Courtney would meet with her dad, because her dad was a truck driver. He traveled all over the United States. So, when he would...
Grandma and Grandpa's was home
right,
base.
that was home base. He would go there. That's where they would think, you know, and which, you know, Courtney was like, got to see quite a bit of the States when she got in the truck with her dad. I'm pretty sure she had fun.
I traveled with him all the way from where we are in Michigan. We went all the way down south through Texas and then through the desert into California. He made a special like he made arrangements on his route so that we had some extra layovers so he could take me to Disneyland in California.
That is the first I've ever heard of that.
Yeah. And then on the way back, he took the northern route, so we went through the Rockies, the Rocky Mountains in Colorado, and through the plains of Kansas and all that. Saw storms out in the, way out in the plains. And
I want to go to Disney. I want to go to Disney.
Yeah, I've been to the Disneyland in California, and then I went to Disney World once.
I've never been to either.
Company, so I didn't really enjoy it, so I need to go with somebody fun.
Like me. Like, we should go. We should try that one time. Like, we have always tried to plan a trip there, but it just never falls through, because I swear, every time we try to do something or plan something, something happens. Never fails.
I know, but that's just because it's just not the right time. We had such an epic trip the last time we got together and planned something. Like, 2013?
What?
11 years ago.
No. When did our trip to Savannah?
2013.
Was it 13? Wow.
Yep.
That was so much fun.
Of that year where we.
That will definitely have to be for another time, because that would be a story time.
That's a story time for sure.
Yes, because that was wow. Wow, a lot happened in that week that we were there. A lot. But
a lot.
We'll save that for another time, because I know how I am and how I get sometimes, and I let my head and my mouth override my head. I guess that's how I would say it, for sure.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm loud and I'm proud sometimes. But I do get shy, though, too. Like, even doing this is taken a lot. It came a long ways. Because how I was.
I'm usually, I'm not shy around the right people.
Right.
If I'm comfortable with you and I know, you're not a piece of shit, then I will totally talk you off. But
I'm at that age now where if they're a piece of shit, I don't really care. Just won't talk to them, really.
Yeah.
But I mean,
it's
I'm always decent.
When you talk to people that really aren't listening to you anyway, like they don't care what you have to say. It's such a waste of energy.
Nope.
So now I just
okay, my life still goes on, because that's what it does. My life continues, and oh well. But I know that since I know that I'm getting older, and because I don't care as much as I used to.
Yeah.
Like, I used to care about what other people thought. I used to care about what people think of me, because, and a lot of it too, growing up, because I had an issue with a learning disability, and 48 years later, I come to find out that, it's a form of dyslexia that I have, and never know that, and to never know that, or be properly diagnosed with it, you couldn't even get help for it.
Right.
And I know I've came a long ways, so.
And don't look at it as a disability. I think that's wrong to have it labeled a disability. It's not. It's just a different way.
Right. Well, back in our days growing up, they considered it a learning disability.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
And put you in a room in front of a screen with headphones on. Like, what are you even teaching us? And you don't even target to exactly what kind of people, different people have different things. Like, mine was just comprehending and understanding what I was absorbing in. And I have to have it broke down in a different way for me to understand. I don't understand it the way other people understand it.
Yeah.
And, it does make it frustrating.
Our generation is self-diagnosing because a lot of things that went undiagnosed or even unaware of, there's no knowledge of or not enough research or whatever, now that people are more open about their different ways of learning, how their brains work, especially on all places, TikTok.
Yes.
So many people are like, that's me.
Yeah.
And then they do their own research like you did.
Yep.
And you're like, holy holy shit.
Yep.
This has been the issue the whole time, you know. And once it clicks, everything, it's like things get easier now. Now that you understand what it is, you know how to intervene and work around it.
Right, just like the things little things that I know now, like if they would have took that time maybe when I was growing up, when my brain was fully developing, you know, I mean, you learn stuff all the time, but you learn more when you're younger, when your brain is still learning in that state and that sucking up that sponge, you know.
Yeah.
If they would have learned ways to break it down for me to understand then, like, I still struggle with stuff, but I'm also teaching my own self with not help. Looking it up and, you know, maybe asking people here and there questions, which now I'm not afraid to ask questions, like even bringing it up and talking about now and having it out there. I'm at that, I'm not afraid, and I'm not afraid to say it, because I'm not the only one out there.
No,
And that's the thing, I started realizing I'm not the only one.
Yep.
Why are you afraid, Angie? What are you afraid of?
Yep. But
You
you're
know?
the only one that's going to be able to help you.
Yes,
You know what I mean?
yes,
You're really the only one that's going to be able to help yourself.
yes, and I agree with that. I totally agree. And I know that we will have to talk about some more stuff on another day, but
Yep.
we are going to have to wrap this one up, and we hope that you guys like, you know, to hear some more. You know, we'd like feedback from you as well. And
Yeah. So if anybody has any crazy childhood stories that they
yeah, or something that you would like to see us maybe do, because we are not called crazy for no reason. Like, we do some crazy stuff.
Any questions you have for us, you can put that out there. Comment down below.
Right, comment below.
Yeah,
Below.
share, like, and subscribe.
Right, I can lift up my garage so you can comment below.
There you go.
Yeah. Inbox is open.
The buffet is open. That's another story.
Oh God, yes, that's definitely another story for that.
That ties in the Savannah story. Is the buffet is open. The DMs are open, baby. The comment sections are open.
Right, but you know, we are both happily married. So,
Oh, yes. Yes.
yeah,
Don't slide into my DMs.
Right,
asking
don't come in
for
privately.
date or Nothing. So, you know, ain't happening. But I appreciate the compliment ahead of time. So,
yes.
you know.
And we're gonna wrap this up.
Admire me from afar, but don't
Right.
be weird. Don't be a stalker.
Right. We're going to wrap things up, and we hope to see you again. And make sure to like and subscribe.
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 We subscribe to YouTube channel.
I don't know why I do that. Like, that is not the first time that has happened to me.
Won't be the last. That's awesome.
Oh, and it won't be the last. It will not be the last time you hear me screw up something. Oh.
Subscribe, share, comment, download, all that.
Yeah, I wasn't saying the subscribe. Subscribe. Subscribe, right?
Subscribe.
Subscribe. Okay, people, like, I have a really hard time with something words sometimes. Oh, but it was funny. All right. Love you. Bye.